In the harsh and rugged land of Sparta, nestled between mountains and war, boys were not born. They were forged. From the moment a child gasped its first breath, the city judged whether it was strong enough to live. If the baby was frail or deformed, it was cast away. Sparta had no room for weakness. Those who remained would soon enter the agog, a brutal, disciplined training system like no other in the ancient world. At just 7 years old, boys left their mothers and entered the state-run barracks. There, the true forging began. They were starved to teach them cunning, beaten to harden them, and taught to fight with spear, shield, and fist. Pain was their tutor. Brotherhood was their comfort. Death in battle was their highest honor. By the time they were men, they were not just soldiers. They were Spartans, bred for one purpose, to stand and never yield. And it was this very spirit that led to one of the greatest last stands in history. In 480 BCE, a monstrous army thundered into Greece. Xerxes, the Persian king, had come with perhaps 1 million men, seeking to crush the free Greek city-states under his vast empire. City after city bent the knee or burned. But at the narrow pass of Thermopylae, where sea met mountains in a bottleneck of stone, a small force rose to defy him. King Leonidas of Sparta, with just 300 of his finest warriors, marched north. Alongside them came a few thousand allies from other Greek cities. They knew they would die. But they also knew that Thermopylae could not be allowed to fall easily. For 3 days, they held the pass against wave after wave of Persian attacks. The Spartans fought with a ferocity that stunned the enemy, their shields locked, their discipline unbreakable. When swords broke, they fought with spears. When spears shattered, they fought with hands and teeth. Eventually, they were betrayed. A local named Ephialtes showed Xerxes a hidden mountain path to flank the Greeks. Leonidas, knowing the end had come, sent most of the allied troops away. He stayed with his 300 Spartans, a few hundred Thespians, and some loyal allies. They fought to the very last man. The Persians found them piled in heaps of bronze and blood. Not one had fled. Though they died, their stand lit a fire across Greece. Inspired by their courage, the Greek city-states united. Within a year, they had driven the Persian army back across the sea. The 300 at Thermopylae became legend. And the agoge, the brutal training that shaped them, proved its purpose, to create warriors who did not fear death, who stood unshaken against impossible odds, and who would carve their names into eternity with sword and shield. For more interesting history and facts, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Thank you.